Just had my daughter message me. So I've turned Facebook off so I can go live. And we're going to do the update. And I'll put my phone aside so no interruptions because we've got cards and we're going to do the channeled messages for Divine Masculine. What I might do is actually select a ruin cast for the Divine Masculines if I can find the book. Ah, they're cards, man, honestly. Wow. Does make sense. It really correlates with the collective energy. If you haven't seen the collective energy, go and have a look. This kind of looks really deep. Now, it's funny that the crowning energy relates to the crown chakra. Look at this. All the way with the hair. Waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning. The crown chakra. Jupiter was in Pisces, which is crown chakra. And at the moment, they're in the first house placement. And I did say, even if it's just for a minute, I don't think they're going to be stagnant for too long, guys. And I think it's because with Jupiter moving into the first place of Aries, initially, what do? We do shadow work because Aries is in Chiron as well. But it's a place of where we need to liberate ourselves, right? Ruin selected. Let's find it in the book. Excuse my hair. You can see the fuzz. I've got to wash it today. Should do the comedy tarot, eh? Let's have a look what's coming through now. Their cards look like they've had these light bulb moments. It feels really depressing. It feels really dark. It's that moment of realization of we know not what we do till after the fact. And then we're kind of like, what the hell have I done to my life? Why have I believing these false beliefs? Why do I feel I've got to shortchange myself? Venus and fire and earth. Heck. Well, that kind of makes sense because the shadow sign at the moment of Jupiter is the shadow sign. It's in Aries. The shadow sign of Aries is Libra, which is Venus. Now, Mercury is going to be retrograde in Gemini, then Taurus, then dip back into Gemini again. So it is Venus. And the eclipse in Scorpio. So let's read the ruin cast before we jump into the cards. It is in the upright, which is good, hopefully. Let's read the deeper meaning. So it's Wayland, Pine, Venus, Fire, Earth. Oh, God. Those of you that know me and my twin, we have this very comedy-orientated thing. And it's to do with the letter K. He would always respond to me, not in a full sentence. And I have told him a lot of the people that I coach, they know that his word for any response isn't okay, thank you for that. It's K. And so it relates to K. Okay, so cunning, skill, controlled energy, successful ideas, and intimate attraction, which is Scorpio. Okay, so it's the sexual energy in the chakra system. It's power. It would be the sacral chakra, which is relating to the Kundalini rising. It's the serpent rising through the ashes. Okay, so it tells us that we have the skills to move forward or develop a good idea. Don't hide your light under the bushels. Do you know, if this wasn't opening to the public, I would have said another word there. By sharing our knowledge, we will receive more in return. It is understood to mean the application of the inner light, or keenal, in order to achieve one's aims. The inner fire can also be used to rid oneself of impurities and heal wounds, although this may involve some pain. Well, Scorpio is, right? Scorpio's like, right, can you let go? Is it serving you? Faith? Why? Because Jupiter was in the house of Pisces. So for a term there, probably for about 5 months, Jupiter was in Pisces, 5 to 6 months. So they could have felt like there was this stagnation. It's like, right, MIA, no movement, nothing's happening. What are we getting now? We've got the Chariot. This is in their mind. This is about moving forward. This is about commitments, connections, their own personal feelings. And I just kept hearing all week, there's no I in team, but there's no team, there's no me without the team, right? So it's almost like it's good to have this reality where we can jump into it and go, hey, what do I want? And I think Jupiter in Aries is going to help all of us collectively do this. And in Divine Masculine's reading, it is showing that they're actually considering themselves at the moment, which they haven't done for a long time. Now, what they're leaving in the past is really this expectation that they have to be everything for everyone. Also, this fear to do with time, which again, the previous eclipse we had was in Taurus, is the, the connection to time. Do they feel that a lot of time has gone past? Yes, they're in complete awareness of this. And it's almost bringing it to the forefront of their mind that it is now. Now is the time. And it's almost like when you have made a bunch of excuses in your mind and you're saying, okay, this is where I'm at in my life. This is what I have to do. I feel now it's sort of, they're putting that to the back of their mind. They're feeling that that's not really resonating with them. And they're feeling that it's like, hey, my world is valuable. What do I want to do? What do I want to be? Where do I want to go? Am I in the right tribe? Which kind of does make sense because soon we're going to be having Saturn going retrograde. It's in the house of Aquarius, and it can be to do with our deeper connections and the people that we're surrounding ourselves with. So during Mercury retrograde, we can be really reflective of the time that we've lost, of the people that we've shared those moments with. I do see through the cards, there's this notion of where the wounds were in their life, but there's also this selling short. And I feel it's almost like Divine Masculines were feeling in the mix, the people that they were attracting into their life. And two's company, three's a crowd I'm hearing. It's like, sometimes we think we're going to get it better each time we do such. So it can be going into a new connection. It could have been, trialing a different way, and that can be with you or another person. But this again does seem more the reflection of, repairing fences, having regret relating to the past, but actually diving in deep and actually falling in love. I do feel to a degree where they're standing, and I'm noticing there's three, it's almost like back-to-back three energies, but I feel it's more that Divine Masculine is looking at their inner feminine. And so the inner feminine in a human being can be the emotion, all right? And so the emotion of feeling that we've actually sold ourselves short, maybe not had the courage to believe that we deserve so much better, not felt that we deserved so much more, maybe even looking at a karmic, from a victim consciousness point of view and resonance. But I'm seeing the selling out kind of energy coming here. And I feel it almost looks like a zombie, right? Selling out. And I'm noticing the cut across the heart. And I feel from heart chakra point of view, even from an empath point of view, I feel that they want to be able to be deeply vulnerable with you. They want to be able to open up and explain a lot of, the muck of what they've said, what they've done, maybe the misunderstandings that you've both had together. I don't know why I'm getting that. The kind of feeling like they need to, we were talking about this earlier, Giggle, purify, clean the muck off, to have that fresh start. And we know we can't turn time back. We are where we are. Potentially, sometimes we can look at the, the changes that we've been through. And I'm noticing the 5, the empath energy, feeling regret of what we've done, feeling regret that we've actually, hurt people with our decisions, hurt ourselves in the mix of it. And there is a great deal of sadness here. And in the heart of it, I can see the letter I, okay? And I'm seeing the person acknowledging the fact that, yes, not only have people hurt us, but have they hurt people. And I've just noticed the screen's gone completely blue. I feel, in a way, it's almost like they feel they can't dig themselves in any further. There's only up from here. I feel, with this card, it's almost like looking at it and saying, gee, I've got to go up from here. I can't fall any further. Yes, it's like, so the card says the unknown, the descent, momentum, change, fall. Now, again, I'm seeing the card as a fall. This can be a family-related dynamic. This also is the feeling that they know that for some, I feel they want to live with you. For some, there can be a living arrangement of where they currently are. They kind of feel they've dug themselves in. They don't feel that they can't get out of it. especially by the next card. I do feel if it's almost having the courage that they can't go down any further than they already are. They are where they are. And the bigger point of it is home, family, again, Chariot, Cancer, fourth house, which is home, Cancer. Lilith is in home, family, home, family. It is the conditioning. Now that's been broken, right? New and old, bringer of time, Uranus and Taurus, bringer of time, talks about old ways and new ways. And we have the faith card, which is tradition. I'm seeing this person looking at the old way and the new way, and it kind of feels like they're in between two worlds. Now, there is great sadness. There might be a circumstance they're currently dealing with from an emotional point of view, but very separately, they are actually looking at their whole life. They're not just looking at maybe a family member or a karmic individual. I feel they're looking at their whole life and their choices, and this is a really major decision here. This major decision is about drastic changes. And I'm noticing the fives. It's almost like, that sigh when you say to yourself, oh, God, I know I'm going to have to do this. They feel some crap's going to go down. I'm noticing in the background, it's almost like what they're walking away from is maybe an aggressive or a nasty situation. It can be some nasty memories. I also feel that the decision that they're about to make is going to bring some things up, okay? So this could be them intuitively feeling, right, okay, I'm going to need to leave this situation. And through this, it's almost like in their logical mind, they know what the cause and effect of this is going to be. And I'm noticing, look at their eyes. It's like behind them, it's almost like this, this drama going on. It looks quite nasty. It's very dominant energy that's behind them, although they're moving to the forefront. They're moving away from this. This is what my guides are really pointing out to me in this card. And it looks aggressive and nasty. It almost was like where they were held on. How do I explain it? A bit like black magic, feeling like the noose was around you and really holding you back. I get this vibe that they're instinctually knowing how that's going to go, and they're like, it's going to go down. And so they're accepting that they know that whatever this is, it's going to get a bit messy, but they also know that it is what it is. You know what I mean? That they know that it's going to get messy, but they've decided. Okay. Like they don't completely know how it's going to go. When we've got attachment, we're not usually looking at, when we've got attachment, we're looking at it. But from the eyes on this card, it's sort of like a shrug. It's like, well, it's going to go pear-shaped. So I'm just going to go with it. Jumping in. That's what I heard, jumping in. Yeah. Prison in reverse, like getting out of the witch's cauldron, whatever it is. And, sometimes that can merely be the mind. Yeah, the mind, the anguish, the thinking, not doing. This is, now, if life is brief, bright, beautiful, and yours is to live, mortality, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's affecting their health. But again, it's luck is on their side. There could be a circumstance where, and this did come up in the live chat today. I'm going to pull a clarifier on it. I kind of feel an ending to a cycle is coming. This ending to the cycle, if they had this really traditional energy and it was like, look, this is especially because we've got the faith card, like, we've got the faith card upright and we've got the faith card of Pisces in the reverse, because we can be angry at us. It's like, oh my gosh, it's kind of a contradiction, but we've got movement forward. So what is not defining them is, okay, well, if I was in a marriage, for instance, well, I thought I was going to be here forever. Well, that's not going to be so now. Now, sometimes these things can happen to us, for us, or it can be we're directly taking our physical power back to make those things happen. I feel in some instances they have mentally had a change. They're confronting their fears. They're going in to address some of these things. We do have the Phoenix. We have the Phoenix rising here, but something directly is coming to an end. What is this? I feel they're confronting individuals that maybe don't have belief in them, maybe have said, hey, you'll never change. This can be confronting a group of individuals. I do feel that they are thinking, and the warning is here, Divine Feminines, is that if you're thinking that they can't change, it doesn't appear to be this week that these individuals may be the same. I kind of get they're the ones that are moving forward, and maybe Divine Feminine is pulling back. The other thing I can say is the self-sabotage. How would I put it? Could there be something that this person is walking into? Yeah, universe is saying, like, no matter what, if they choose to own their power, it's going to go in their favor. There could be some shadow work that they do in guilt into choosing to do this. I just get this gist that they're facing their self-sabotaging ways and know how they need to level up. But I do get, for some, it might be that they hit a dip in the road. It's kind of strange, but I feel it'll be after the Scorpio eclipse, and we can't kind of poker face these things. Nevertheless, I do feel if somebody has had an opinion about them, be that's you, Divine Feminine, or the karmic energies, whomever those karmics are, because it can be a workplace, it could be a family, it could be a soul friend, it could be Divine Feminine, a karmic. I don't feel this is masculine. I feel this is them wanting to choose to show people what they're really made of. So I really, I don't think anyone should mess with masculine this week, because I think masculine's coming through. That it's almost like the tiger getting ready to pounce. But at the same time, don't underestimate what you see. I also feel that they're testing somebody at the moment. I feel whoever they're testing, they've already had the clarity that they're not trusting this individual. But whoever it is that they're directly looking at, I feel they're testing them. And even if they've got this poker face and they're acting like everything's fine, I think they're actually, there's somebody to be reckoned with this week. What's this in relation to? I think they're being cautious with their steps. They're in self-awareness. They might be at the moment for you guys, if it goes really quiet. I don't think it will be for too long, but I think they're going to be very cautious with what they're showing. I'm also hearing they're making sure this is an ending of cycle. I also see we've got the old woman, grandmother energy here, which to me is connecting to Pluto. There's an old situation that's being addressed. They're dealing with it in a better way. I feel they're doing this quietly. This could be like hiding money, packing bags. I definitely see a lot of listening. Let me get a chakra card. I don't know why. I kind of get they're listening for something. They're waiting to hear for something. What is this about, please? Yeah, they're acting like acting like everything's fine. It's stayed the same. So if they're around a very manipulating person, they're kind of going with the flow. Would they love to jump in the deep end with you right now? Yes. But they also feel that they want to surprise you. They want to impress you. They want to show you that it's not just all talk, no action. I kind of feel they want to show you they are this whole person, but not in a negative way this week. You've got to pay. Okay, 1 minute. I want to make sure their guides are finished giving me the information before I jump in any further. Let's get another one, please. Okay, I feel near the moon, they're really instinctual at the moment. If there's another person, I feel that, it's almost like they intuitively know how they feel about you. but they also intuitively know how they feel about separate situations. I don't know why they get this feeling they're losing you. They also feel that you've changed a lot over the years. For those that knew each other a long time, sent him a list of what he needs to do. Oh. That's interesting. Okay, some of you that are running a business, they're watching you. Some of you that have children, they're watching you. They're the messages that are being shown to me at the moment. But they also, this is a weird message. It's like, look, it's two things. A, they want to build a life with you. B, some of them want to have children with you. But I feel it's more the co-creative energy of being nurturing, open, building with you, moving in together. This is sort of what's coming through. I don't know what they've got up their sleeve, feminists, but I think you better look out. They're coming. I don't, in their mind, like once they've moved through the stillness, I'll show you the darkness of the cards. The darkness of these cards are very, you know, we're going from these energies here. A lot of depression, a lot of shadow work, right? Sadness just reversed. To jumping in the deep end, realizing where they've sacrificed, realizing something's coming to an end, something has to go. Rising like the phoenix, maybe hitting a dip in the road. This could be depression, you know, a bit like the shock of after you've done something. It's a bit like, what have I done? Getting scared that maybe the success won't be there. Dipping back into the emotions. I also feel this could be confronting, having the courage and confronting a karmic mate. And I get for some, the karmic is aware of who you are and they are trying to paint this in a certain picture. This can also be for those twins that are single at the moment. Yeah, the devil energy. They're confronting these energies. What are they doing with it? Yeah, they've got ambitions elsewhere. They've got it's almost like, could they be trying to swindle could they be trying to get this person in the sack? Yes. Could they be trying to be a smooth mover? Yes. But this person knows the game. Okay. They know their game. And their attraction and their logic is towards you. So if this person's trying that, I don't think it's working, okay? I do not think it's working. I do feel some of them think that this karmic is trying to have a child to block them in. Some of them are trying to lock them in a creative way, but I feel what they're tuning into is where their luck is going to be, where their spiritual connection is, and where they feel spiritually the most growth is going to occur. And I feel their intuition is going to spike at the moon. But as this comes through, I feel a lot of you are going to get the signal that something is popping off. I don't know why I get some are going to send you songs. This could also be a telephone. How many of you have a telephone that has a ringtone that's got music on it? Because, and it could be set to, you know, your person's number. What I'm being shown is the phone going off and it sounds, it's a song that reminds you of them. Or it's directly connected to their telephone number. I hope that makes sense. But I'm noticing the woman looking down and she's looking at music coming, and I'm seeing in my mind's eye a phone You need to ask yourself at that time when that comes through, you're going to know it's this person. I feel some of you might even know that phone call's coming through. It's just like instinctually. I'm kind of getting that it's dark. It is nighttime. So again, synchronistically, we tend to go into the headspace of, oh, great, it's a bloody, I'll just say it's a booty call. That's why they're calling. I don't get that. I feel it's judgment. I feel it's, gauge it, be open. Yeah, if you're going down the rabbit hole of the same crap, you're going to get the same outcome. It's moving quicker than you think. You will know. You will know through the tone of the voice. You need to get them off a text message and onto communication. I do feel after that, you're going to have a bit more clarity about what this is. Lady Luck is in here. Now, the outcome, I feel that at a foundation level, where you're at, it's up to you where this judgment is. I feel they know that. I do feel there's going to be a bit of pressure. The pressure point, look, you may be, for some of you that have had no communication, you could have a whole lot of crap to say. I don't know, I get this vibe, something that you're going to be told, you're going to be a bit like, that doesn't make sense. I don't think that it's a lie. I think something you previously believed is going to be clarified. Some of you can merely be the fact that things are moving and you just can't believe your bloody eyes, because I'm looking at her looking up, sort of like, I can't believe this is happening. Why is this happening? How has this luck come through? Okay, the one thing I can see loud and clear, which is the second time this has come through in the reading, especially this week, is they know that they're running out of time. They know that if they do not quit this karmic drama and jump forward, you're just not going to believe them anymore, right? They want this to be successful, and they know if they don't hurry up and deal with the circumstance, they feel it's going to be uncertain. They could, in fact, be taking a leap of faith into the future, really not knowing. There is that, yeah, they feel there's a lot of unknowns, and both of you feel that way, but there's also a feeling that you need to use your time well, because you feel like you're both running out of time. We're going to pull one heart-centered energy for the masculine to feminine. We might pick one for the karmic and how they're looking at it, and then we'll go into the extension and dig deeper and see. For those of you that want to join us, we'll check into what this is. We'll build upon the last point where we're at, and we'll continue. We'll dig deeper. So if you want to join us, come through to the top level. The levels are changing next month, as I mentioned. We're swapping it around. Two cards. You're going to get a phone call, right? You're going to get a phone call, a message for you. I'm thinking of you at this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. Trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. Always does. I would be like, I've just come to terms with it, and then it's like, it's over. It's just over. I can't do this anymore. And then I get a phone call and I'm going, you got to be shitting me. It's acceptance, right? I get that through the cards. Divine Masculine has accepted something. So whatever was really weighing heavy on their mind, it's reaching peace. It's reaching acceptance. With the card of, Cancer, it can be something to do with the family that's happening. It can be something in a sense with faith and, faith in reverse. Maybe coming to terms with a lost relative. Now, it doesn't have to be that this is a most recent thing, but whatever that is going on emotionally, their beliefs to do with family and lineage, it is being cleared. This sort of feels that it's throwing them in the deep end with these feelings, but it's bouncing them back out where they feel they can't go any lower than that, and they're letting that go. Very Scorpio in nature. They're letting the past die, so that they can have this resurrection, rebirth. They are addressing the karmic. They do know. You will not believe them. They will not believe themselves. And they won't know until they try, until they jump out of it. I'll see you on the other side. Come through if you want to see. One card for karmic. I said I was going to pull one for the karmic. I can't do that to you. One card for the karmic situation. Anything we need to know between the masculine and the karmic, or whoever's with the karmic, really. Okay. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, or a blessing will soon be revealed. So something's going down. I'll see you guys on the other side. Come through and join us. It'll be about 5 to 10, and we'll be doing the masculine, the karmic, and the feminine.